G'day off-trackers, welcome back to another product review. So today I'm going to be doing a sort of a new product, hasn't been around as long as the other ones. We're chucking in a throttle controller in the new 79 we got. So this one's Direction Plus. You guys would know them a lot from their catch cans and their pre-diesel filters. So if you're going to be putting anything in a car, majority, I reckon, it'd be 90% of people use Direction Plus for those two. So they did bring a throttle controller out about a year ago, and since this coming out, a lot of the other brands have actually changed to this design. The upside is that the modes are a little bit sort of different. They're more self-explanatory. So there's a crawl mode for when you're four-wheel driving, beast mode for when you want it to obviously be psycho and torquey, well, more responsive, not torquey, doesn't change your power. As well as like a comfortable one which sort of balances out the throttle, and just your stock standard sort of more refinement mode. There's a couple in there, and then you obviously tune it in sensitivity between those levels. So for those of you that don't know what a throttle controller is, doesn't give you more power or torque, doesn't change that. What it does is it gets rid of the lag. So with every single, I don't care if it's got a twin turbo, whatever it is, every diesel car will have a lag, turbo lag. When you put your foot down, it's a good 2 seconds before it does anything. This helps get rid of that. And as a result, it makes you feel like you have a shit ton more power because your head goes back in the seat, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier to tow. Massively different to tow. Ash, would you agree?
Yep.
Ash is behind the camera, by the way, guys. And then also four-wheel driving. It changes things for four-wheel driving astronomically. One, stops you spinning the wheels because you can control the wheels so that doesn't happen. Then also helps you get up hills by getting that quicker response as well when you need it. So there was an episode that I did up the Glasshouse Mountains where I was trying to get up this hill and the car just wouldn't go up. I tried putting my throttle controller on super responsive, up she went. So they make a humongous difference. Never tried this brand, no affiliation, paid for this myself. Thought we'll do an install video. Never put one of these in myself, versus Ash has put one in, so you're going to get to see somebody that's never done it, and it is a hell easy mod to do yourself. So I'll actually go through the full install. Let's get onto that now. So basically, when you open up, pulls out sideways, you got your throttle controller there, and in here is your wiring. So it's all you got there. Goes up to your throttle controller, plugs into the back of the pedals. So all you do is reach down here. I'll get Ash to come around the other side in a minute, and I'll show you. You pull out the plug at the end and you plug these in. Plugged in there, there is, I'll have to read through the settings. I know the difference with this and the iDrive. This one has to be calibrated to your motor, which I like. It's actually understanding your particular motor, not what they've preset it. So Ash, if you want to just turn that off, come around here, we'll show them unplugging at the bottom. Okay, so if you take a look under here, you go to your accelerator pedal, you'll see there at the top, these two. So they literally pull out and you put the other two connections on. Each car will be different. I believe the Ranger they just pulled out. This one looks like it actually has clips that I'll have to undo. And then you swap them with these two, plug those into it, and then that overrides all the factory settings. So I'll do that now. So you got one end going into the harness. This little one then goes on top of the throttle. As you saw, I had a little bit of difficulty. I got bigger hands, so I had to call in the expert. Ash had to do it for me. So the little one then just goes onto your actual pedal. And then the factory ones you can just leave hanging there. So if you ever need to put it back to factory, so just find a place for those out of the way. I've got a little bit of plastic I can fill there that I'll just sit them in. Okay, so now that's all plugged in. This just basically runs up behind. You mount it to wherever you want to mount it. So Ash was having a look before, we'll decide where we want to put it. And on the back of the actual thing is just double-sided tape. So you just stick it on, plug it in. So we'll show you where we put it. Okay, so the spot we've decided is to just go there, mainly because of the way the cord was going and you wanted a nice flat surface to sit it on. So as you can see, the cord runs in there, goes behind the steering wheel and back down, and then I've tucked all the cords up and just sat it in the side over there. So what my little assistant doesn't know is I've now scanned on my mobile phone the instructions. She's going to read what I have to do with turning the car on. So once we read through that, what we got to do to set it up, we'll let you know what you got to do. Okay, so my handy little assistant, who's a teacher, has done her studying and research of the calibration. So how do you do it, Ash?
All right, so to calibrate it, you need to turn on the ignition, but not starting the car.
So yeah, do not start the car, guys, just the ignition.
And then on here, you need to hold both arrow buttons for 5 seconds. And then it will count down from 15 seconds. And then whilst it's doing that, you need to press the accelerator pedal completely to the floor and hold for 2 seconds. 1, 2, and then hopefully it says succeed. Yes, got it right. So that's how it's calibrated. And then
because we're in a manual, we've got to change it.
As the AT, if you can see, you can't really see when you're doing that. Can you? No, there's a glare there.
There you go, AT.
Yeah. Alright, so there's AT, so it's default is in automatic mode. Because we are in a manual, we need to switch it to manual mode. So press and hold the right button for 3 seconds. Manual. There you go. Manual transmission done.
And then to flick through the modes, you just do this. Oh yeah, so that's your plus and minus. So that's, you've got basically 9 levels of each mode. So 9 will be more aggressive and 1 will be less aggressive. So you can see sport mode, beast mode, which is like your most powerful out of all of them. So beast 9 will be psychotic. We'll show you what that's going to be like, because that'll be fun. Then you got your auto, which is where it basically just senses off what you're doing, the throttle, and makes it a bit more responsive. You got your crawl mode, so that's for four-wheel driving. It'll really dial down the responsiveness of the pedal. But I've been told if you put that on 9, it basically feels like the car's in limp mode. Then normal, so that's where it basically deactivates itself and puts it back to factory. And then comfort, this is the one I'm interested to see. So it's basically meant to make it without the lag and be really nice and comfortable to drive. And then back to sport. So the reason I went this over an iDrive, the iDrive was unbelievable. Thought I'd try something new. I liked that this one is sort of, the modes are more self-explanatory. But let's take it for a spin. What do you reckon, Ash? Because you did all the hard work with the reading, you should get the go.
100%.
Okay guys, so we'll go onto the road, probably set up, and I'll show you her going past. We'll just do down the street, and you can go past with normal, and then you can go past with it on beast mode, and we'll hear the difference, and I'll also time it, and we'll see if there's any difference in time. Come on Ash, pull the faces you pulled before.
Hold on.
We're in beast mode. Holy fuck.
Hold on, around this corner.
Hopefully you guys can hear that exhaust.
Whoa.
Does it still need a tune?
Probably.
So this is what I told you guys, like when we put these on the other cars, it feels as if you've had a massive tune done. So we'll head back to the house, we'll set up, might actually do it on this street, we'll set up 100 meters and I'll time and see what the difference is with that bit of lag taken off, just to show that it actually does make a significant amount of difference. So I couldn't help myself, I wanted to turn, guys. How do you think I'm going to go, Ash?
Just don't break it. This is normal.
This is normal? No.
It is not normal. We got a corner coming up.
Man, that is so good. Okay, corner. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Imagine if you got a tune to put this on. So taking off with the 79, you notice it. Whoops. Shit. Okay, so I've just stepped out 100 meters. Well, not stepped out, I've used my watch to measure 100 meters. As you can see, Ash is up there. So we've got it in normal mode now, and then I'll basically tell Ash to go. She's on speaker on the phone, and then I'll time the 100 meters in normal. She'll go back up, reset, and we'll do 100 meters in beast and see the difference. Are you ready, Ash?
Sure.
In 3, 2, 1, go. $15 and to 12 milliseconds, so 15 seconds. Okay, so Ash has just come back again. She's now in beast mode number 9, so the most responsive. Ash, are you ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay, and in 3, 2, 1, go. Fuck, sooty. Holy shit.
Let's go.
Okay, off trackers, results are in. I reckon they're going to be able to tell from the video that it was quicker. You don't reckon?
Sounded quicker.
Sounds amazing. Okay, so stock standard, what does it come in at?
Stock was 15 seconds over 100 meters.
Yep, and then when we put it in beast mode.
And beast mode was 11 seconds.
11 seconds, that's pretty massive, and when you're in the car, it feels phenomenal. And you got to remember, that's a short amount of time to then cut, what's that, 3 seconds, 4 seconds?
4 seconds, mate.
To cut, you can see why I'm not a teacher, to cut 4 seconds off in such a short amount of time. So what's that in a percentage?
That is 27%.
So 27% acceleration increase. I reckon that's phenomenal for, I think that was 190 bucks, 160 bucks, something like that.
Plus the fuel you burn through.
You will use a lot more fuel, so don't put it on beast mode all the time. But I reckon that's pretty good results there. We're filming. That'll be a wrap for this week video, guys. So as always, like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. What does it help?
Helps entertain Dylan on his weekends.
Helps the channel grow. And if you're interested in one of these throttle controllers, I just picked mine up from Adventure Off-Road down at Slacks Creek. So get amongst him, a great guy down there. And that'll be it. See you next time. See ya.
Ciao.
No, it was Haru you wrap off, wasn't it? Oh, she changed it again. Ciao. What's that? Italian.